She is an advocate for better education and safer practices for men and women in the modeling industry.
Model Laila Elguinda is here to talk about her work as an educator with Agent, the fastest growing modeling platform in the world. Hi, Laila.
Hi, Laila.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so we always think about models and how beautiful they are and glamorous and walking down the runways, but there's, some dangers in the modeling world as well. Have you seen the industry shift in your time in modeling?
Definitely. I mean, I've been doing it for 15 years, and people ask me what have I seen, and it's easier to kind of ask me what haven't I seen because all the things you read about, all these stories of sexual abuse, models not being paid, being taken advantage because they don't have a visa, model apartments, promoters, all the sort of scary stuff we hear in the media. I've definitely been around and seen, and working with Agent now, it's kind of, the industry has taken a shift towards safer practices. We're setting standards for transparency, particularly background checks with clients, ensuring models will be paid the same day for every job they work, which are kind of things that definitely weren't around when I started 15 years ago.
So the thing is that these models that come into the system are usually 14, 15, 16. They're so young that there's no way, unless their parents are around, that they're going to know what's going to come down their way. So you're a model advocate, and I've never heard of that phrase, model advocate. So tell me what you do to take care of these young women.
Okay, well, with Agent, we actually don't accept models that aren't 18. And I didn't start till I was 18. That was my parents' choice, and I really respected that because it kind of gives you time to figure out if that's what you want, and kind of, you want to be of a certain age where you can make the right decisions. But when they come in, we vet all the users, we interview them, we give them all kinds of tools to, they can set their own rate, they can, network with people in their area, they can, make decisions. We're really about transparency, as I said, so whereas other avenues, they might offer them jobs and not share all the details with them. We ask you things even like, can the model bring someone along? Can the model have a lunch break? Where will the model be changing? Who else is going to be at this shoot? And these are kind of questions that nobody else is asking the clients.
It sounds like common sense, but it sounds to me that the modeling agency was very behind the times in terms of, modeling world, I should say, was behind the times in terms of safety, security, and fair labor practices.
Definitely.
So now this company is really kind of looking at the future of modeling. Do you find that you're getting pushback from the people that like the old way?
I mean, with every progress forward, there's pushback. But I think people do want to do the right thing. I think the trend of the industry is also towards inclusivity and diversity. A lot of, millennials are coming to own their own business. They have a different outlook on the world, right? And so they want to support this type of thing. They want to support their peers. They don't want to take advantage or have this sort of power dynamic that maybe the people that are used to a certain way don't want to change as much because they're not used to it. They're not used to the technology or the way, the thing is shifting towards.
To me, it's interesting that a lot of young people now who have their phones and can do modeling and do their own products and whatever on their own, when they get into a real professional environment like the professional environment that you're in, and they have to meet certain expectations, tell me about the kind of the mindset that these young people, or whether it's men or women, come into the modeling world.
Right, and we get people from all over, of all ages, of all backgrounds, of all education levels. So what I'm trying to do as, educational advocate is show them about business. It is a business. You're running your own business. You're an entrepreneur. You're marketing your brand. You're communicating with clients. You're growing and learning. You're building your portfolio. You have to build relationships. And these are all skills, that we all use in the business world. And there's no reason it shouldn't apply to modeling. It's not just about the way you look.
Right.
It isn't just about the way you
not
look.
anymore. And now that everybody, just really quick, because I want to get to two little last points with you. One, because Carlos talked about it, I think it's interesting to talk about the Instagram model. Instagram model. Are you looking for people to be a part of Agent? Are you looking for models out there? And if you are an Instagram type model, does that ding you any? Do you get looked at lesser than if you were a traditional model?
In our eyes, we think anyone that we basically accept any model onto our platform that has a quality where we think a client would book them. We don't have any height or size or age requirements that maybe traditional agencies might have. And we, while Instagram's a great platform for, now technology is letting these models get visibility, right? Platforms like Instagram and YouTube, but they don't offer any protections. Maybe a client's going to approach them on Instagram, but who's to say if that's a legit job? Who's to say if they're going to be paid? They have no protection. So that's where a platform agent is like a game changer, because we give you that.
Now, how? Because you have 2 degrees, right? Tell me about how you modeled and did that, because a lot of people who are in the modeling business say, I don't need to go to school because I'm making money. So that's right or wrong? How do you view that?
Oh, I think a degree is always helpful, especially business, because a lot of my success I attribute to the relationships I built with clients and to my professionalism. And I think that was, huge, and it made me, make the right decisions where some of my friends who maybe didn't know, I would see, get into situations that, weren't good. You know what I mean?
Well,
Laila, thank you.
thank you for being here. We really appreciate your time.